Living paycheck to paycheck is a financial cycle that traps millions of people, regardless of how much they earn. It creates constant stress, limits choices, and leaves little room for emergencies or future planning. Each month becomes a struggle to stay afloat until the next deposit arrives. Even small, unexpected expenses can throw everything off balance. While escaping this cycle may seem difficult, especially with rising costs and limited income, it is entirely possible through intentional financial planning, disciplined habits, and a long-term mindset. Breaking free from paycheck-to-paycheck living requires commitment, clarity, and a willingness to make gradual but lasting changes. The first step to ending the paycheck-to-paycheck lifestyle is to gain complete awareness of your current financial situation. Many people underestimate how much they spend or don't realize where their money is going. To begin this process, track every single expense for at least 30 days. This includes your rent or mortgage, utilities, transportation, groceries, dining out, subscriptions, entertainment, and even small purchases like coffee or snacks. Once you have a clear picture of your income versus your spending, you can identify patterns, wasteful habits, and areas that can be improved. Awareness is powerful. Without it, lasting change is impossible. Once your income and spending are clear, the next step is to create a realistic and detailed monthly budget. A budget is not a punishment, it's a blueprint for how you want your money to work for you. Instead of wondering where your money went, you're telling it where to go. A popular method is the zero-based budget, where you assign every dollar a specific job until your income minus expenses equals zero. This ensures that no money is left floating unassigned, which minimizes the chance of impulse spending. A budget provides structure, direction, and accountability, essential tools for breaking free from a cycle of survival. In developing your budget, prioritize your needs first: housing, food, utilities, transportation, and debt payments. These are your essentials. Then look at your discretionary spending, such as streaming services, fast food, clothing, or hobbies. You may find areas where you're overspending without realizing it. Cutting back on these expenses doesn't mean depriving yourself forever. It means creating margin so that you can eventually live with more freedom. The idea is not to cut out all enjoyment, but to reduce waste and shift focus toward long-term stability. Even small changes like packing lunch instead of eating out or canceling unused subscriptions can make a noticeable difference. As you reduce unnecessary spending, the money you save should be redirected toward building an emergency fund. An emergency fund is crucial to ending the paycheck-to-paycheck cycle because it breaks the reliance on credit cards or payday loans when unexpected expenses arise. Even a starter emergency fund of $500 to $1,000 can make a big impact. Over time, aim to grow it to cover 3 to 6 months of basic expenses. This safety net gives you breathing room and reduces the financial chaos that often disrupts people's budgets. With an emergency fund in place, you are no longer one setback away from financial disaster. Paying off high-interest debt is another key component in escaping paycheck-to-paycheck living. Debt can drain your income month after month, leaving little room for saving or planning. Credit cards, personal loans, and buy-now-pay-later programs may offer short-term relief, but ultimately keep you in the cycle of dependency. Choose a debt repayment strategy that works for you, either the snowball method, paying off the smallest balance first for motivation, or the avalanche method, tackling the highest interest debt first to save more long-term. As you eliminate debt, you free up more of your income to be used for saving, investing, or building a better lifestyle. Increasing your income is another strategy that can accelerate your journey out of the paycheck-to-paycheck cycle. While cutting expenses is essential, there is a limit to how much you can reduce. On the other hand, your earning potential can grow over time. Consider taking on a part-time job, freelancing, starting a side business, or monetizing a skill or hobby. If you're employed, look into opportunities for advancement, training, or certifications that could lead to higher pay. Even temporary boosts in income, such as selling unused items or working overtime, can be applied toward savings and debt reduction. The key is not to inflate your lifestyle with new income, but to use it strategically to build financial security. Automating your finances is another effective way to make progress without relying on willpower alone. Set up automatic transfers to savings accounts, automatic bill payments, and scheduled debt repayments. When your money is moved automatically, you reduce the chances of forgetting, falling behind, or spending impulsively. Automating savings helps you treat saving like a non-negotiable expense, just like rent or utilities. This method helps you consistently make progress without the mental burden of deciding every month whether to save or not. It transforms saving and responsible spending into a routine instead of a struggle. If you find yourself constantly struggling to make ends meet despite budgeting and cutting costs, you may be dealing with lifestyle inflation. This happens when income increases, and instead of saving the difference, you raise your standard of living. Perhaps you get a raise and immediately upgrade your car, move to a pricier apartment, or start dining out more often. While it's natural to want to improve your lifestyle, doing so without a strong financial foundation can trap you in the same cycle, just at a higher income level. The solution is to practice restraint. Delay lifestyle upgrades until you've reached key milestones, like being debt-free, having an emergency fund, or consistently saving a percentage of your income. A long-term mindset is essential to breaking free from paycheck-to-paycheck living. It's easy to get discouraged when progress is slow or setbacks occur. But remember, personal finance is not a sprint, it's a marathon. The habits you build now will serve you for a lifetime. Stay focused on your goals, track your progress, and celebrate small wins along the way. Consistency matters more than perfection. Every time you say no to an impulse purchase, make a payment toward debt, or add money to savings, you're moving in the right direction. Over time, these small actions add up to major change. Accountability and support can also help you stay on track. Share your goals with a trusted friend, partner, or family member who can encourage you. Consider joining online communities focused on budgeting or financial independence. Sometimes, just knowing you're not alone in the journey can provide the motivation you need to keep going. You can also seek out personal finance books, podcasts, or videos that inspire and educate you. The more you immerse yourself in financial literacy, the more empowered you'll feel to take control of your money and your future. Living below your means is a mindset that can lead to lasting freedom. It means intentionally choosing to spend less than you earn, even when you could afford more. It's not about being cheap or denying yourself. It's about building a life of peace, flexibility, and opportunity. When you consistently live below your means, you create space for saving, investing, giving, and pursuing your passions without the stress of financial instability. This habit creates a buffer between you and financial emergencies and lays the groundwork for long-term wealth building. Once you've broken the paycheck-to-paycheck cycle, the benefits begin to multiply. You can plan ahead, take vacations without debt, pursue career changes without fear, and invest in your future with confidence. Your money starts working for you instead of the other way around. With every month that passes, your savings grow, your stress decreases, and your options expand. The journey might be slow at first, but the transformation is worth it. You move from surviving to thriving, from reacting to planning, and from financial anxiety to peace of mind. In conclusion, breaking free from the paycheck-to-paycheck cycle requires a mix of awareness, planning, discipline, and patience. It starts with understanding where your money is going and taking control through a clear, consistent budget. From there, it involves building an emergency fund, reducing debt, avoiding lifestyle inflation, and finding ways to increase your income. Automating your finances and staying focused on long-term goals helps keep you on track. Over time, you will shift from living in financial scarcity to building a life filled with choice, opportunity, and freedom. It won't happen overnight, but if you stay committed, the change will come, and it will be one of the most empowering achievements of your life.